In this session, we're going to have a look at how to clean duplicates out of CRMHaven. Now, there may be duplicates that people have imported. It could be that people have entered duplicates in. The issue is, how do we find them, and how do we actually remove them? Now, if you click on the options menu and choose Clean Clients, and down on the right hand side we have the tab for duplicates here. Now, it is quite delicate searching for duplicates. Not only do we want to make sure we find them all, but we don't want to find ones and mark ones as duplicates which aren't duplicates. And even when we find two which are the same, we want to make sure that we actually remove the right one and not the wrong one. Now, that's where this can help here. So here are some of the things that we can go searching for as duplicates on the system. Now, instead of just looking at the currently marked one, I'll choose Current Clients. In fact, I'll choose All Clients. And you may want to just search for duplicates on ones you've just entered in, or you may want to go through the whole database from time to time and find duplicates. The hard thing is to working out which one is actually a duplicate, and even when you find multiple duplicates, what do you do? So here are some of the ways that we can search. We can search for where the client name and the organization, as in the company they work for, and the postcode are the same. It's pretty unlikely that you'll have two people with the same name working for the same company at the same location. Possible, but unlikely. Next is we have client name and work phone. Usually people do have their own main phone, their work phone, but again, it is possible that two people can have the same name working for the same company, so again, we have to be careful. These other ones down here are really more indicative for us to search, rather than to actually use them to mark duplicates. So this will show us where all of the clients, where the client organization is the same, where the client name is the same, the work phone's the same, or the postcode is the same. Usually, even if we choose preview and show them, it's usually best not to go and mark as duplicates just on these bottom ones here, because it's likely to include too many as being duplicates. Okay, the other items further down the list help us where we may have put in data entry into the wrong fields. Quite often when people put in addresses, they put the city, state, or even the country into the address 1 and address 2 field. What these options do, let us preview and find if there's a client that has a city or a state or a country defined, but that city, state or country is also either in address 1 or address 2 fields. Now again, it's only indicative. You shouldn't use it to necessarily mark things as duplicate, but it's really good to be able to find that. The reason why it may be a problem is that it's possible to have a London road in London, and so even though the city London is also in the address, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a problem. But what you can do with all of these last 6 of them is get a preview that'll list them up here. You can highlight them, copy and paste them into a spreadsheet and go through them individually just to verify that the information is correct. Now, once it finds, according to these criteria, 2 or more that are the same, the question is, what do we want to do with them? The first one here will show us the first in the list. In other words, if it finds 3 clients that do match, that do seem to be duplicates, having this checked will actually show the first one in the list and keep it as being not marked as duplicate, because we want to keep one of them, but it'll mark the second and any subsequent client as being marked as a duplicate. So if we uncheck this, it'll only show the 2 or more which are duplicate. It won't show the one which isn't a duplicate. Okay. The next option across here is, often when we have duplicates, we also want to hide them, mark them as hidden, just so they won't show up. What this lets us do is, if it finds 2 are the same and one of them is set as being hidden, a hidden client, and the other one is not hidden, then it'll only set the hidden clients as being marked as duplicates. That way we won't accidentally go and set a particular client as being marked as a duplicate, when in fact now we only have hidden and duplicates, and therefore none of them show up. The final option here, mark only duplicates, is useful for marking out in the main window. So in this circumstance, if we did check that on, what it's going to do is go through all of the clients. It's best if the clients are actually visible, so we'd use this for the current clients, and any which are duplicate, it doesn't actually do any updating to them, but it'll go and mark them in the list here so that we can then go through them manually and verify if they should in fact be duplicates or not. So instead of having to do the work inside the clean clients window, you can do the work back out in the main window with those marked clients. Okay, so the way that it works, for example, is we come up here, we choose, for example, client name, organization and postcode, and go preview, and that will go off and search and find all the clients who have the name, organization and postcode, put them in here. It'll sort them and then find any which are duplicates, and in this case it hasn't found any, so that's marvelous. No duplicates here at all. Okay, for another test we'll see if there's any that have the city in the address. I'll go preview, and there we go. We do have some that have got the city name inside the address, as you can see there. That's not necessarily a problem. It's not as though it's included unnecessarily at the end. It should be there, so everything is actually okay. We don't want to hide it. We don't want to update. Okay, so that's how we check for duplicates and clean up duplicates from within inside the clean function of CRMHaven. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.